Draft number 2, we're going to draw the exact same drawing, but now we're going to make sure that everything is in the right spot. And one of the best ways to do that is to break your picture up from one large picture into 4 smaller pictures. So even some of the most famous artists use grids to help them make sure that things are where they want them to be and the right size. So we're going to do the drawing again in the same order, but this time we want to make sure that everything that we're drawing is in the right spot and the right size. Starting with our foreground, we're going to go ahead and start with our first hill. And the first thing that I notice is our hill starts right here on our center line. And it goes more than halfway of our 1, 2, third square. So I'm going to put a 3 here, a 1 here, a 2 here, and a 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I know that my hill starts over on the left and it comes up. It does not come to the halfway, and it does come all the way over to my center line. So we notice right away that my first hill was definitely not long enough, which means that I'm not filling up as much of my paper as I should have. My inside design will be 1 for a medium and 2 for a small. So already the grid has helped me make my hill bigger, and it's going to take up more of my paper. Next, we're going to start with our trees, and I'm going to do my middle tree. My middle tree is in the center of my hill, and it's important to know that my tree does not touch this line. So I want to make sure that I'm up tall enough, but it's also not touching the top of my paper because we do want some room for sky. My 2 vertical lines will go all the way down to my hill. My next tree comes all the way down and over to the right. So this right-hand tree should come all the way down, and it should touch over here on the side. And because this tree is bigger right now, I know that I made this one too small, so that's why we'll be doing more drafts to just make sure that everything is the way that we want it, and it's also matching up with the drawing that we're looking at. So my right tree is done. I'm going to go ahead and do my left tree. Left tree, same thing, it's going to come down and touch our line, and it's also going to touch our center tree. We'll do our medium and small, and our vertical lines. Our middle ground is not as tall as our hill, so I want to make sure that when I'm drawing my line, I'm not taller. And I want to go all the way across. So this whole box is just cut in half. And I'm going to go halfway, halfway, and then I'm going to just cut it in the middle. My second hill in the background also does not come up all the way, so I want to make sure that when I draw this hill that I'm staying inside my box and I'm not touching the center line, I'm not touching the left, and I'm not touching the right. I will draw my medium and my small. My big tree is close to the top. It has a medium and a small. And I'm keeping my tree trunk very thin. And my next one is shorter than my first one and comes very close to my center line and straight down. So again, as you finish your drawing, we want to make sure that both of these trees are in box number 2, the tops. We want to make sure in box 4 we are seeing the bottoms of the trunks. We are seeing the full background hill. And we are seeing our 4 boxes that are the same size. Box number 3, all we're seeing is the trunks of the trees. We are seeing all of our close hill, part of our background. And in box 1, we are seeing all 3 tops of our trees. Just like in Austin's butterfly video, you're going to continue doing the same drawing over and over again until the end of class today. Again, the goal is not to be done. The goal today is to try and get better and better at drawing what we see. So every time that you do a drawing, we should be getting better with the trees being in the right spot and the right size, along with the hills and our middle ground. So you'll just re-watch this video again and you'll do another grid drawing. When you get done with that, do another grid drawing, and you're just going to do as many drafts as you can today. You will turn these in to me, and next week I will print out your best one and we will talk about choosing colors. Good luck.